I still love the intro. So, I love the intro. Anyone loves the intro? Where is my screen? I will kill someone. Yes, it's here. Okay. Okay. I really love the intro. So, let's do a little game. Look, I am a YouTuber. I have a YouTube channel and so on. So I know little stuff. So hi, welcome. So I want from you to go to Just English YouTube channel, after lesson, and or go now and come back. I want you to go to the intro video. This is the start video, and comment below. We came from Ali, from me, and say hi. This is just fun game, okay? Okay, welcome back. I brought backup from my running nose. It's been like I've been through a lot. You have no idea. My full name, it's Ali Al Radi. Ali Al Radi. Yes, sir. So, how are you? Are you here? Are you here? If you here, give me thumbs up so we can continue. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Beautiful people. Mr. Mohammed. Thumbs up. So we can start our lesson. We have this part is fun. We will just look everything and we take examples. Okay, this is 1 thumb up, 2 thumb up, 3 thumb up, 3 thumb up. Yes. Good. Glad to be back. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So, I hope my face is shown. Those are the notes that we've got. Extra notes. We finished 1 to 4, now 5 to 6. So let's talk about this part, and after we can check our quick guide for gerunds and infinitives. So let's come here. So some verbs take either a gerund or an infinitive. That's why we use the verbs in the first hour of our lesson. We have so much verbs, so we will see so much verbs under, so we can understand the function of all verbs that we've got. So some verbs take either a gerund or an infinitive with no change in meaning, which means they are taking the verb. Yes, they are function as a noun or as an object or anything, but they still have the meaning of the verb that they took. Okay, welcome, Mavlid, welcome. Some common verbs are like, love, and hate. Now, as intermediate level, you are very aware and familiar with the common verbs that we are using in our English language, so this will not be very difficult for you. Yes, hello, welcome. See the list of page 7 for more verbs. We will get to that. I love eating pasta. I love to eat pasta. There is no problem, no change in meaning. It's the same. I love eating pasta. I love to eat pasta. Now, when we come to 6, here we have the structures that might be a bit different from others. So, can gerunds and infinitives be negative? Hell yes. There are 4 ways to form negative sentences with the gerund and infinitive, and here we've got the full. We've got 4 structures that where we can use an infinitives and gerunds in a negative sentence. So this is normal. Not main verb, gerund, infinitive. She doesn't like studying after school. which is very bad. Like, you need to study after school. Come on, guys. He didn't want to do his homework. He didn't want to do his homework. Both of them negative. Both of them, there is a main verb there, and there is also studying, and here we've got to do. The other part where we can use only here infinitive. Focus. Here you've got gerund and or infinitive. We can put gerund and infinitive. Both of them, they work. There is no problem there. The main verb, not, and the infinitive. Only the infinitive. They decide not to go to the game. They decide not to go to the game. We agreed not to text in a class. It's like you are in a class and teachers like, we agreed not to text in a class. Yes, yes. Like, we talked about it. We should not text. Now, here in two brackets, it's less common and not common, which means you can't see it so much. So main verb to, not base form. If you are noticing here, basically you've got the infinitive here, which is to plus the verb. So we separate them and we put the negative here. So the negative, as you can see here, number 3. As you can see here, the negative is basically in the middle between the preposition that comes with the base form to perform an infinitive, and he's saying it's less common, but it's used. Now, that's why I am telling you there is always exceptions in English language. They decided to not go to the they decided not to go to the game. Wow, I'm sorry, I read it completely wrong. They decided to not go to the game. Now, this is why it's not common, and that's why I made a mistake. They decided to not go to the gym or to the game. We agreed to not text in a class. It's less common. There is no problem, as you can see, but number 2 is more common. This is obvious. If you are reading so much books, so much magazines, if you're watching so much TV shows, you will find out that this is really less common, because it's hard for the tongue to put a preposition, a negative, then continue it with a preposition. And basically, this sentence has 2 prepositions, to and to, to. They decided to not go to. Okay. So basically, it's not favorable. It's less common. Number 4, verb, main verb plus not plus gerund. This is not common. She advised not going out in the storm. She advised not going out in the storm. He considered not playing for the job. Now, maybe you can ask me, like, how I know? How would the hell I know if this is not a progressive tense? Well, I believe you can see that there is no progressive tense which is structured like this. Again, you need to understand the structure very good. Now, before we jump to the verbs, I want to memorize this for you guys. You have to remember gerunds. First one, you've got comes. The gerund comes as a subject. Shopping. Start the sentence. Preposition plus gerund and the verb plus. Now, the infinitive and the gerunds, we've got one thing in common, which is the verb plus gerund and the verb plus infinitive. We can see that. Remember, the infinitive is basically the preposition to plus the base form of the verb. So verb 1. So this is the structure. Take a picture if you want. Take a screenshot if you like. And jumping to the verb lists. Now, let me tell you something. I believe as B1 or B2 students, B1, B2 students, they must understand that those verbs, they need to be memorized, understood, used, comprehend, and practiced. What I mean by that is all those verbs are very common. Okay? But the idea is when you use them, you have to be aware of few stuff that you need to be aware of. So common verbs followed, I'm sorry, common verbs followed by a gerund. We've got admit, advise, appreciate. Now, any word you don't know, make sure to write in live so that friend can help you, I can help you maybe, okay? With explaining it in English language. That's for me. Okay, so admit, advise, appreciate, avoid, complete, consider, deny, discuss, dislike, enjoy, finish, imagine, keep, mention, mind, miss, practice, quit, recommend, suggest. Those are coming with a gerund. Okay, so basically with an ing followed by an ing, which means this verb you will see it. So admit is the verb, the other one comes a gerund, which is a verb plus ing after all those ones. Now the infinitive part, those verbs here. Again, any verb you don't know, try to write and we will explain it to you. Hopefully you can see. I need to zoom. I can't zoom. I'm sorry. This is the best I can do. Afford, agree, appear, ask, decide, expect, hope, intend, learn, mean, need, after, offer, plan, prepare, promise, refuse, seem, volunteer, wait, and want. Now, this one, gerunds, as you see, there is so much. Infinitives, I believe the same. And here, the common. Common verbs followed by a gerund or an infinitive with no meaning change. Begin, continue, hate, like, love, prefer, start. This is, I believe, like those verbs, don't memorize them as much as you understand them and how to use them. Now, how to use them may be an obstacle for you. You should see that in a context. So go read a book or English file book, the passages that we've got, and you will see the context and how we use each verb. Okay, it's very important that you use it commonly, especially B1, B2 guys. Like, step it up, you know, you need to push it. Okay, this one is easy, it's not difficult. So we've got the bold verbs here. We will put them here as a gerund. Now here he just want to memorize the fact that a gerund is a verb with an ing. So don't forget that. So ride, how we write ride when we add ing to it? Thank you. Basically we are deleting the e and adding ing. Swim, what we will do with swim after it becomes an ing? Kendra swims every day because blank is good exercise. Thank you so much, guys. Yes, riding, correct. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now, swim, double the M, correct. So we erase the S here, which comes from Kendra, and we are doubling the M and adding ing. Thank you. Yes, mister. She likes, I'm very sorry. She likes to watch movies, period, blank. Movies is her hobby. Yes, here, watching. Now, what is the position here? What is the position of watch? When we say watching, is it an object? Is it a main verb? Is it what is the position here? Yes, for watching. What is the position of the structure of the sentence? What is it here? Is it followed by pronoun? What is the position of watching here? Maybe subject? What do you think? Is it main verb or subject? It's a new sentence. I like to watch movies. This is finished. This is period. And here you've got watching movies is her hobby. Yes, it's a noun as watching movies. Yes. When you say watching movies, it's a noun. However, watching here, like shopping. Yes. Thank you, guys. There's so much confusion. Okay, number 4. It is against the school rules to fight. Blank is forbidden. Blank is forbidden. Guys, it's noun. Blank is forbidden. What do we write here? Yes. Yes, Mr. Arhan. Okay, now what is the position of fighting is forbidden here? What is the position? Watching and fighting. Watching and fighting, they are both subject for the... They are both subjects. Yes. And here you've got the verb. Yes, thank you. My father drives too fast. Blank, too fast is dangerous. Drives. Now here we are talking about yes sir, yes sir. This is just memorizing, you know. When you go to the restaurant, Mr. Mehmet, when you go to the restaurant, you don't start with the main course. You don't start with the main course. No, you start with I don't know, with appetizers. You start with little stuff after you get to the main course. So basically, this is easy. Like the main, this is not the main course. Okay, so we will get right to it. Don't worry. No, don't be rash. Now, he doesn't like to share his toys. He's not good at sharing, deleting the I and adding ing. It is great to live in Canada. Blank in Canada is nice. Living in Canada. We're deleting the E and adding ing. The gerunds, basically, they function as noun. This is a done deal. They are nouns, but we are talking about the position of the gerunds, which can come as subject, or it can come after a verb, or before a verb, or after a preposition. Okay? It's all nouns. It's all correct. But the position that they are put in is a subject position, because we've got subject and we've got the main verb and the continuation of the sentence. Living in Canada is nice. We go jogging every day. We love blank jogging. Thank you. It's dangerous to run by the pool. Running by the pool is dangerous, guys. Kara wants to become a good piano player. Blank, a good piano player is her goal. Becoming a good piano player. Yes. Okay. Here we've got parenthesis down here. Going, yes. We will change the verb into the infinitive form. So remember, infinitive. Okay, let's do this part. It's not difficult too. It's not difficult. And time is running. Let's pass this part because this is basically infinitive, which means you've got to plus the verb, the form of the verb, the base form of the verb. So to help. Here, Maria wants Joan to help her move on Saturday, to get, to have, to read, to complete, to try, to volunteer, to call, to go, to study. This one is a bit maybe difficult, so let's try this one. Yes, guys, wow, thank you so much. Really appreciate your answers. Thank you. Miss Aisha, you have misspelling with becoming. Okay, circle the correct answer. Circle, this is multiple choice, Mr. Mehmet. I believe this is what you're waiting for. This is where you can, we will choose, is it ing or is it infinitive? Okay, so number one, my mom offered blank me some money. My mom offered to loan me some money. Number two, Chris is considering blank English for another year. What we are going to use this here? What we will use? Actually, it can be both. Remember the note where we talk about the progressive tense? It can take both. Chris is considering studying English for another year. Chris is considering to study English for another year. They are both correct. Thank you. 3. They volunteered blank tickets selling to sell. What we will use here, number 3? Why? Why is it selling? Why is it selling and why to sell? Now here basically the verb volunteers is playing the role, which means this verb is used with gerunds or used with infinitives, you know. And how you memorize that? So you have to understand the verbs, and don't tell me it sounds good. They all sound good. You know what I mean? They all sound good. Yes, but why selling? Why not to sell? It's amazing. How did you know that? Like, verb to volunteer. Oh my god. And after that, we're using verb ing. Oh my god, Mr. Mohammed. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Mr. Tku. Number 4 is my favorite sport. Sorry. Is my favorite sport. What are we using number 4? I believe it's not very difficult. Yes. Oh my god. It's raining, fellas. I love rain. 4 is A. Here, it's a noun. Again, it's a noun, but the position of the sentence is a subject. Yes, Mr. Mohammed. Thank you. 3B is correct. No, it's 3 is A, sir. 3 is A. Yes. Snowboarding. Number 5. It is essential blank salt to this recipe. Guys, before I kill you, can you see this word? Can you see here? Let me zoom it. This is so much students' problem. Look, this word is not recipe. Okay? This word is not recipe. This word means recipe. We call it as a recipe. This is how we pronounce it. Recipe, you know? Recipe. Okay, let's get back to our track. I am focusing because so much students got so much problem with this one. Recipe is basically like piece of paper where you write instructions or for cooking things, for example, cake or anything. Mr. Mohammed, this is what this look, everything instructor or teacher do makes you remember the word. you know? Yes. Yes, thank you. 5 is B. It is essential to add salt to this recipe. It's essential adding salt to this recipe. What is the difference and why we are talking about B? Number 3 is to sell. Yes. Yes. So if we have volunteer here, it almost means to sell. Uh-huh. Uh, Miss Sevda, infinitive. Common verbs followed by infinitives. We've got volunteer. Volunteer. You see this one? Volunteer. So, number 3, as Mrs. Tutku said, to sell, it's correct. Number 3, to sell, it's correct. Because volunteer is a verb used after it to plus infinitive verb, which is to sell. So mistakes can occur. Let's see, where are we? Here, yes. Yes. So it is essential blank salt to this recipe. What is essential? Is it? Yes, yes. Thank you, Miss Azime. Yes, it is essential to add salt to this recipe. We said adjective after it. Yes. No. Mrs. Tutku. No. No. We never discussed an infinitive after it's a noun. We didn't discuss one. Like, Miss Tutku, follow me here. Let's go together here. Come with me. Come with me here. This is our discussions. Look, this is our discussions. We don't have infinitive or gerund after it something. The after it does not help us to define it's a gerund or infinitive. Before it, it defines it. Preposition plus gerund. You've got verb. And this one we talked about just now is adjective plus infinitive. I said selling. Sorry. To sell. Mr. Arhan, thank you. No, it's to sell. It's a volunteer. We're talking about the grammatical being pure in grammatic. That's a hard work and dedication, I believe. Okay, we've got here. Yes, I am sorry, guys. Thank you, Miss Sevda. Thank you, Mr. Arhan. Thank you, fellas. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, 6. You can get to the theater by blank the bus. What we're going to use here? Dictation? Oh my god, Miss Esme. What are you writing? Oh my god. Oh my god. I have now the other accent inside of me. Oh my god. Taking. Yes, it's correct. Thank you. Martha thought about blank to Switzerland. Thank you. Yes. Martha thought about blank to Switzerland. Traveling to travel. Because prepositions about and after it. Thank you. Correct. Thank you, guys. 8. The children learned blank to strangers. Yes, because a prop. Correct. Number 8. The children learned not talking. not talking to stranger. A, B, not talking. Can learn help us? Oh, you are sure. Someone say not to talk to strangers. Which one do you think and why? Not talking? Not. I am asking you why because sometimes I see answers B and A, you know? So I want to get full understanding of your answers because this is how we get a good education. Not talking. Why? Why we are using not talking? Maybe it can be both. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? It's a past tense. So because of answer is B. Tamam. Let's see. Verbs. So the answer here is not taking. ING. Thank you guys. Very fascinating. Elizabeth, yeah, it can be confused, yes. Elizabeth finds it difficult. Blank money saving to save. I believe this is a very understandable, but remember, the tenses are not important. We didn't talk about any tense here. So the tenses are not important. We're talking about the verb and what is after it and what is before it. To save because difficult. Thank you. Do you want blank jogging with me? 9 is B. Yes, thank you. This one. Do you want blank jogging with me? Do you want to go jogging with me? Thank you. Yes. Yes, people. Thank you. Okay. This one is fun. Thank you, guys. Correct. Correct. Now, you have to understand the following. Gerunds, it can come as an thank you. Correct, Miss Azima? Yes. Subject can be the gerund. Preposition comes before the gerund. There is a verb after the gerund. Verb after infinitive. So when you see verb, remember, when you see verb, it can be gerund and it can be infinitive. Again, this is the same. There is no differences here. Noun or pronoun and infinitive and adjective. So here we will read the sentences and we will write here the role, the rule. Okay? So my father wants to retire in 2 years. Rule. Thank you. Yes. there is no rules. Like sentence, rule. Sentences, rules. Okay. Here. Number 1. She thought about cleaning her brother's room. So what is the rule here? What is the structure? What's the rule here? Can anyone tell me here? You've got this one and this one. This is easy, guys. Come on. Yes. Thank you. So you've got about, which is a preposition, and cleaning is basically the gerund. Thank you. Number 2. My parents can't afford to buy a new car. Thank you. Correct. Yes, Mrs. Tutku, Miss Aisha, Mr. Muharram. Correct, correct, and correct. Now, number 2. My parents can't afford to buy a new car. Obviously, we've got this also. Yes, thank you, which is afford. Nice. English can be very difficult to learn. Where is the verb? Again, it's correct. Yes, for number 2. Number 3, now different. Of course. Adjective plus infinitive, thank you so much. Reading is a hobby every kid should have. Where is the or verb? Or gerund or infinitive? For number 4. Thank you. S equals gerund. S equal gerund. Reading. Thank you so much. Thank you. 5. Yes, 5. Lee keeps forgetting his cell phone. Come on, Lee. Don't forget your cell phone. So, where is it? Thank you, Mr. Mohammed. S equals gerund. Very nice, very smooth, very good. Let's go. Infinitive. Where is it? Where? Number 5. We're talking about number 5. Where is the infinitive? 5. Verb plus gerund. Thank you so much. Number 6. My best friend believes in telling the truth. And everyone should believe in telling the truth because the truth shall set us free. Yes? So, my best friend believes in telling the truth. So, what are we talking about here? There is a preposition and there is a gerund. Thank you so much, Mrs. Tutku. Appreciate it. 7. Texting while walking can be dangerous. Yeah. I think there is a rule by they give you a ticket for walking and texting in some countries, I believe. I read this on BBC. I'm really not sure. Like if you are texting with your phone and you are walking, police can actually give you a ticket. Could you believe that? That's amazing. Thank God it's not in Turkey. Texting, yes. Thank you. S plus gerund. Again, thank you. The travel agent suggested going to Paris in May. Suggested going. Am I right? Am I right? Verb plus and what? Guys, oh my God. I was like, what? Number 8? There is infinitive something? Oh my, to Paris? Guys, come on. Verb, yes. Thank you, Mrs. Tutko. Yes, verb plus gerund. Yes, I was like, oh my God, where is the infinitive? I can't see it. Okay, 9. Jim's mother advised him to do his chores. Yes, thank you, guys. Jim's mother advised him to do his chores. Chores, which mean Homework at house. Things you do like cleaning house, doing laundry stuff, chores like homework at home. Verb, let me check, please wait, let me check. You are killing me here. Yes, yes. Here the sentence is very good. It's a verb, him. It's the object of the verb advice. To do is the object of the verb advice, and his chores is yes. Guys, I love you. You're amazing. 10. It is exciting to meet new people. For me, it's amazing meeting new people. So, where is our gerund or infinitive here? Can we find it? Huh? What? Mrs. Tutku? Subject to ing. Exciting, it's an adjective. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Correct. It is confusing. Guys, this is, I don't believe it's hard. I just want to, I want to stress on something. Let me zoom it for you here. Yes. Okay. I am making sure that you are seeing. I am making sure. Look, I just want to focus on something here. Look, here you've got gerunds, and here you've got infinitives. So basically, this is what we talked about today. Now, I want something from you. This is important, Mr. Mohammed. Yes. So I asked you before, why did you use ing? Why did you use gerunds? Why did you use infinitives? Some of you gave me a very confusing answers. Now, I understand that you are having that idea inside of your head, but trust me, when you are learning, try to forget everything you know. Everything you know, forget it. After that, come and learn. When you learn, you understand and you will add new information to yourself. For example, I have one of the students said to me that I am using a gerund or I am using infinitive because it's a present perfect or it's a present continuous or it's like this. Talking about tenses. Okay, this is a grammar, but not so much about the tense. You need to understand first the structure of the sentence. Okay. Second of all, you need to put in your mind those things that we have here. The gerund can come as a subject. That's why it's equal. The start of the conversation, the start of the sentence. Proposition. You will see all the proposition that we have. If you see a proposition, okay, there must be an ing there, a gerund there. Verb, you will see a gerund there. Now, the other part, infinitives, if you saw an adjective, exciting, difficult, essential, important, amazing, powerful, awesome, make sure you know what you put after that. Infinitive, when I say infinitive, which is the to plus the base form of the verb. Okay, so adjective here, after it infinitive. Coming down, the noun. If you see noun or pronoun, noun or pronoun, after it is the to, the base form. And when we go down, you've got the verb with infinitive, to base form. Now, what is the combining? What is the similarities between them? You have to understand this. The end, you've got verb gerund and verb infinitive, which means if you saw verb, if it was verb 3, if it was verb 2, if it was verb 1, just put in your mind, it can be gerund and infinitive, but let me put the right one, but depending on the coherence, on the understanding of the sentence. Okay? English is not difficult. Grammar is not difficult. You guys, I am sorry to tell you this, no offense to you, you are making grammar hard for you. Why? Because you know so much grammar, and when you learn a new grammar, this grammar comes here, it makes your grammar. Separate. When you learn, just consume, just take. Okay? Don't bring a new grammar, put it. Grammar are very huge something. Okay? It's very big structures, tenses, stuff. But when we talk about gerunds and infinitives, this is like, I believe this is very little and very nice part of grammar, because generally students have problem with the tenses. Here, you don't have any problem with the tenses. It's just the verbs and the combination of the verbs. Okay, so this is no problem for you. I agree with Mr. Arhan. He said we have to memorize the verbs. So if you have those verbs here, those verbs that we have, now memorizing, again, as I said before, memorizing is not good. What you need to do is to write down and put in a sentence, okay? And remember, sometimes you don't need the verb. Sometimes maybe you need only the rule of the gerund and infinitive. Okay, so it's a combination of both. So if you like, take screenshot here. If you would like, let me zoom out. Take screenshot if you like. This is for verbs, gerunds, infinitives, and for both. Okay, and please, guys, practice. Practice is important. You have no idea. Okay, I believe my time is up. Stay for we've got Spanish lesson from 2 to 4. There is Spanish lesson, so if you are into Spanish, stay there. Okay, and thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your answers. Thank you so much for your comments, for everything, for your good spirits and for your positivity. You gave me so much positivity, energy today. Thank you so much. Thank you even for the laugh, you know. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Absolutely welcome, guys. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's make our English a way of life. Yeah? See you on the weekdays. See you. Pleasure is all mine, guys. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Have a good day. Please enjoy your home, you know? Play games, study, learn with us here, and let's make our English a way of life. Thank you. See you another day. Bye-bye.